first, I'd like to applaud our crowd. I thought the atmosphere was incredible. If that's something we can build on that, lay a foundation with that energy, man, our guys fed off of that, and I thought it was phenomenal. Great atmosphere. And again, this can be a very imposing environment. I think that's something important. Hopefully they saw some good things from our team. I thought we did some good things. I really did. I was glad to see our guys respond, after the half. We didn't end it the way we wanted to, but I thought we did some really good things. We found a way to get back in the game. Mentally, I thought they were pretty resilient, which is something we've talked a lot about. I thought we did that. We just didn't make enough plays down the stretch to close it out. I think we settled some, and again, with a young group, that's something we have to break down on film and show them. Again, time and score, understanding momentum, and those are things that we'll talk about as a staff. But again, I'm never one to tell guys not to shoot the ball. We told them at halftime we hadn't really shot it well. Carlos made some shots in the first half. Can't hesitate. If they don't believe it's going in, it's got no chance. You know what I mean? So our guys spend a lot of time in practice, but on their own shooting shots. And I want them to stay aggressive and shoot shots. We'll eventually make shots. We have guys that can make them, and they'll eventually go in the rim for us.
It was pretty special for a while there tonight.
It's a great atmosphere. We as a program really couldn't ask for any more. The community has really embraced me, embraced this staff, embraced our young group, and it's been great. It's encouraging. Again, the guys really feed off of it. I can't say enough about the crowd. It was beautiful. It really was.
What have you learned about your team so far?
They're resilient. And again, the thing I talked a lot about coming in with our group, but also with the media, is you've got a bunch of guys that haven't been through the fire. How are we going to respond? Your opponent goes on an 8-0 run, 7-0 run, 9-2 run. You lose a game, lose 2 in a row, 3 in a row. How do you respond? And I think in both games we've showed that we've got enough metal to really dig in and do that. Now we've got to really learn the nuts and the bolts and get a little more precision on both ends, and get ourselves over the hump. I don't have any doubt that we'll do it, and that's been encouraging for me because we have so many new bodies. You don't know, but again, I think they've shown positive signs in 2 games, and again, that's something to build on, because we'll definitely need it, in Fort Wayne on Saturday. That's another formidable opponent. It really is.